What if I told you that the universe is preparing something extraordinary for you, Virgo? Yes, you who were born under the sign of Virgo, the one who always seeks perfection in every detail of life. Right now, as you watch this video, spiritual forces are conspiring in your favor, creating situations and opportunities that will completely transform your reality. But there's a problem. Often Virgos are so practical and analytical that they end up ignoring the spiritual signs that the cosmos sends. And do you know what happens when we miss these warnings? We let unique opportunities that could change everything pass by. Today, I'm going to reveal 11 powerful spiritual signs that show something grand is about to happen in your life. These aren't common signs or meaningless coincidences. I'm talking about profound messages that the spiritual plane uses to communicate that your life is entering a new phase of abundance, love, and fulfillment. If you're a Virgo and you've been feeling that something different is in the air, that important changes are coming, but you can't quite identify what, this video is for you. Stay until the end because I'm going to share a special sign. The 11th one, that very few people know, and that reveals the exact moment when the transformation will happen. Prepare to understand the secret language that the universe uses to speak specifically to those born under the sign of Virgo. Sign 1. You feel an inexplicable inner restlessness. Do you know that strange feeling that seems to stir you from the inside? That unease that isn't sadness, isn't anxiety, but a kind of restlessness in the soul? For you, Virgo, this has a very special meaning. When something grand is about to happen, the first warning we receive from the universe comes precisely in this way. A restlessness that we can't explain logically. You may be fine in your routine with everything seemingly normal, but you feel that something needs to change. It's as if an inner voice constantly whispers that you can no longer stand still, that it's time to move, even without knowing exactly where to go. Virgos are known for being extremely organized and liking to have everything planned down to the smallest detail. You are the kind of people who make lists for everything, who think 3 times before making any decision, who analyze all the pros and cons. But when this spiritual sign appears, all this need for control begins to bother you. You realize you no longer want to follow that rigid routine. That job that once seemed secure now seems limiting. That relationship that was comfortable begins to seem insufficient. This internal change doesn't happen because something is wrong with you. On the contrary, it's the universe preparing your spirit to receive something much greater than what you have now. Imagine a caterpillar inside its cocoon. Before transforming into a butterfly, it goes through a period of great discomfort. Everything is cramped, dark, and limited. But it is precisely in this moment of restlessness that the most beautiful transformation is happening. It's the same with you. This feeling that something needs to change, that you can no longer continue as you are, is the first step in your spiritual metamorphosis. Your spirit already knows that incredible things are coming, and is trying to prepare your mind and heart to receive this new reality. Many Virgos try to stifle this restlessness by immersing themselves even more in work, filling their schedules with commitments, making more lists and plans. But the more you try to control and ignore this feeling, the stronger it becomes. This happens because it's not something you can solve with reason. It's a spiritual message that demands attention. The universe is telling you that you are about to enter a new chapter in your life, a phase where your natural Virgo abilities, your dedication, your perfectionism, and your capacity to serve others will finally be recognized and rewarded in a grand way. So if you've been feeling restless lately, unable to sit still, unable to be content with what you have, even if rationally everything seems fine, know that this is a sign. A powerful sign that the universe is moving the pieces on the chessboard of your life. Soon you will understand the reason for all this agitation. Something much bigger is preparing to enter your life, and your spirit has already felt this vibration. Trust this process. Allow yourself to feel this restlessness without judgment. It is not your enemy. It is your ally preparing you for the greatness that is to come. Sign 2. Your dreams have become more vivid and full of messages. Virgo, have you been paying attention to your dreams lately? If the answer is yes, you've probably noticed they've changed. They've become more intense, more realistic, more full of symbols and messages. You wake up in the morning and can remember every detail, every color, every person who appeared during the night. This is no coincidence. When something grand is about to happen in our lives, the spiritual world uses dreams as a direct channel of communication. During sleep, our rational mind rests and our soul becomes more receptive to receiving guidance from the higher plane. For those born under the sign of Virgo, who are naturally skeptical and need concrete proof to believe in something, vivid dreams are a way for the universe to show that there is much more beyond what the eyes can see. You may be dreaming about situations that seem impossible in your current life. Perhaps you see yourself traveling to places you've never visited, or receiving wonderful news that seems distant from your reality, or meeting people who will change your trajectory. These dreams are not random fantasies created by your brain. They are visions of the future that is being built for you right now. Often specific symbols appear in these dreams. Clean, crystal clear water can represent emotional renewal and new opportunities flowing your way. Animals like butterflies, birds, or even snakes can symbolize transformation and rebirth. You might dream that you are climbing a mountain, which represents the challenges you will overcome to reach the pinnacle of your success. Or perhaps you dream of keys, doors opening, or illuminated paths, all powerful symbols that new possibilities are emerging. The interesting thing is that, as a Virgo, you'll probably want to analyze every detail of these dreams. And that's great. Use your analytical nature to your advantage. Start writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up, before the memory fades with the day's routine. Keep a notebook by your bed. Write down everything you remember, no matter how strange or meaningless it may seem. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns, recurring messages, repeating symbols. These repetitions are the universe insisting on an important message that you need to grasp. Beyond the symbols, pay attention to the emotions you feel during these dreams. Do you wake up feeling hopeful, excited, confident? These positive emotions are confirmations that something good is coming. Even if the dream has challenging moments, if the final feeling is one of victory or peace, it's a sign that you will overcome obstacles and achieve what you desire. On the other hand, if you wake up confused or restless, it may be that the universe is alerting you to something you need to change or some important decision that is coming. Something very special is happening in the spiritual world when our dreams intensify in this way. It's as if the veil between the physical and spiritual planes thins, allowing important messages to reach us more clearly. For you, Virgo, who always seeks concrete signs and tangible evidence, vivid dreams are exactly that. Proof that higher forces are working in your favor, preparing the ground for something extraordinary to happen in your life. Don't ignore these nightly messages. They are precious gifts from the universe, showing you the path you should follow to achieve the greatness that is destined for you. Sign 3. You're finding repeated numbers everywhere. This sign is one of the most fascinating and also one of the most ignored by people. Virgo, have you been seeing repeating numbers lately? Maybe you look at the clock and it's always 11:11 or 22:22. Or you notice that the change you received was an amount with the same digits. Or the license plate of the car in front of you has an interesting sequence. You might even think it's just a coincidence. After all, you look at the clock several times a day. It's normal to see repeating numbers from time to time, right? Wrong. When this happens with increasing frequency, when you start noticing these numerical patterns in many different places, it's because the universe is trying to get your attention. These numbers don't appear by chance. In the spiritual world, numbers carry specific vibrations and meanings. When you see repeating sequences, they are direct messages from your spiritual guides, guardian angels, or the universe itself trying to communicate something important. For Virgos who have a natural connection with patterns, organization, and details, this form of communication is perfect. You are exactly the type of person who will notice these repetitions because your mind is always attentive to details that others miss. Let's talk about some meanings. If you are seeing the number 1 repeated a lot, like 11 and 11, it signifies new beginnings, the manifestation of desires, and awakening to a new level of spiritual awareness. It's the universe telling you that your thoughts are materializing quickly, so pay attention to what you think and desire. The number 2 repeated, like 22 and 22, speaks of balance, partnerships, and building something solid and lasting. It may be a sign that an important partnership, whether in love or business, is coming into your life. The number 3 repeated indicates growth, expansion, and creative manifestation. It's time to express your talents and trust that the universe is supporting your creativity. Now, the repeated number 4 is all about you, Virgo. It speaks of hard work being rewarded, solid foundations being built, and angels actively working in your life. If you see this sequence a lot, know that all your effort is being observed by the universe and the reward is coming. The repeated number 5 indicates significant and positive changes happening or about to happen. It's time to embrace the transformations with courage. And there's also the repeated number 6, which speaks of material and spiritual balance, reminding you not to worry so much about material matters because the universe is taking care of everything. Besides these, there are other powerful combinations. But the most important thing is not to memorize the meaning of each number. The most important thing is for you to notice when they appear and what was going through your head at that moment. Because often, the message of the number is directly related to the thought you had seconds before seeing it. Was it a confirmation? A warning? An encouragement? Numbers are like signs from the universe saying, "I'm here, I'm watching you, I'm guiding you." CTA 1. Before we move on to the next sign, I want to make a special request to you who have been watching this video this far. If these messages are touching your heart, if you are identifying with the signs I am presenting, I would very much like you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This way you won't miss any new content that can bring even more spiritual guidance to your life. And there's more. Leave a comment below saying where you are watching from. Write your city, state, or country. It's very special to me to know that these messages are reaching Virgos in so many different places. Furthermore, if the content of this channel has made a difference in your spiritual journey, if the messages have helped you better understand the signs of the universe, consider becoming a supporter of the channel, a special subscriber. With your support, I can continue to bring more and more quality content, delving even deeper into the spiritual mysteries surrounding each sign. Your support is not just financial, it's energetic as well. It's a way of saying that this exchange is valuable to you, and that motivates me immensely to continue this work of bringing spiritual knowledge to those who truly seek to evolve. Now let's continue discovering the other incredible signs that show something great is coming into your life. Sign 4. People from the past are reappearing in your life. This is one of the most intriguing and at the same time most revealing signs. Virgo, have you noticed that people you haven't seen in a long time have started reappearing in your life? It could be that childhood friend you haven't spoken to in years who suddenly contacts you on social media. Or that old work colleague who calls to see how you are. Or even a former love who comes up in recurring thoughts or even in unexpected encounters. Before you think this is just nostalgia or coincidence, let me explain the profound spiritual meaning behind these reappearances. When the universe is preparing something grand for you, it needs to close old cycles and bring resolutions to issues that remained unresolved in the past. People from your past reappear because there is a lesson not learned, a forgiveness that needs to happen, gratitude that needs to be expressed, or even an opportunity that was not taken advantage of at the time, but now makes perfect sense. These people are like messengers from the universe, bringing important pieces of your history that need to be revisited before you enter the next phase of your life. For you, Virgo, with your excellent memory and ability to retain details of everything you've experienced, these reappearances can greatly stir your emotions. You may feel confused, not understanding why that specific person has returned now, but there is a divine purpose in this. Perhaps you need to forgive someone who hurt you in the past. Perhaps you need to ask forgiveness for something you did. Perhaps you simply need to have a sincere conversation that has been stuck in your throat for years. Or it may be that this person brings information, a contact, or an opportunity that will be crucial for what is to come. There's something interesting about how the universe works. It's extremely organized, just like you. Nothing happens by chance. If someone from the past reappears, there's a specific reason, even if you don't see it immediately. This person can serve as a mirror reflecting back to you how much you've changed, how much you've evolved since then. Or it could be that this person is still exactly the same, and this makes you realize how much you no longer fit into that old vibration. Both situations are valuable. Both show you your growth and prepare you to receive the new. But be aware, a reappearance doesn't always mean you should rekindle a relationship or friendship. Sometimes the universe brings the person back simply so you can close that cycle in a healthy and conscious way. You can talk, express what was left unresolved, and then each of you can go your own way, but now in peace without energies trapped in the past. This energetic release is fundamental. As long as you carry grudges, resentments, regrets, or even unresolved expectations regarding people from the past, your energy remains stuck there. And how will you receive the new if you are tied to the old? Virgos tend to hold grudges, not because they are vengeful, but because they remember every detail of what happened. You mentally revisit situations many times, analyzing what went wrong, what could have been different. But when people from the past reappear and you have the opportunity to close these cycles, it's as if the universe is saying, Here is your chance to let go, to forgive, to move forward light and free. Take advantage of this opportunity. Don't let pride or fear prevent you from having the necessary conversations. And there's more. Sometimes these people from the past return because they will be important in your future. A former business partner might contact you with an incredible proposal. An old love might reappear because now, with the maturity and experiences you both lived through separately, you are ready to build something real. That professor who inspired you years ago might return with a job opportunity. The universe doesn't waste anything. It brings back what can be useful, what can add value, what can heal. Pay attention to who is reappearing and why. This attention can reveal a lot about what is coming into your life. Sign 5, you're losing interest in things that used to be important. Virgo, have you ever stopped to realize that some things that were super important to you simply don't make as much sense anymore? That hobby you loved seems boring now. Those get-togethers with a certain group of friends that you eagerly anticipated now seem tiresome. That series you religiously followed has lost its appeal. You might even be feeling guilty about it, thinking there's something wrong with you. But let me tell you a profound spiritual truth. When you lose interest in things that once satisfied you, it's because your vibration is changing. You are evolving to a new level of consciousness, and what worked for your old self simply doesn't resonate with who you are becoming anymore. This often happens when something grand is about to enter our lives. The universe needs to create space for the new, and that means the old needs to go. Think of it as an energetic tidying up. You can't fill a cup that's already full. First, you need to empty it, clean it, renew it. And that's exactly what's happening to you. Your spirit is doing a deep cleansing, releasing everything that no longer serves your greater purpose. And that includes activities, people, places, habits, and even old dreams that are no longer aligned with who you truly are. For Virgos, this can be especially difficult because you dislike waste. You think, but I invested so much time in this friendship, in this project, in this path. How can I simply leave it behind? The truth is that nothing was wasted. Everything had its purpose at the right time. But now it's time to move on. Insisting on holding on to something simply out of obligation or fear of change is the real waste. It's wasting the present by clinging to the past. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine you've always wanted a specific car. For years you worked hard, saved money, and dreamed of that model. But when you finally have the means to buy it, you realize you don't want it anymore. At first, you feel strange, you think you're being indecisive. But the truth is, your spirit has evolved. Perhaps now you value experiences more than material possessions. Or maybe you realize that that dream wasn't really yours, it was a social expectation. This isn't failure. It's growth. It's you becoming more aligned with your true essence. The same thing happens with relationships. You may have had friends for many years, people who have been with you through important moments. But suddenly you realize you no longer have anything to talk about. The conversations become superficial, forced. You leave these gatherings feeling exhausted instead of invigorated. This doesn't mean you no longer like these people. It means you're on different frequencies now. And that's okay. It's natural. It's part of everyone's spiritual journey. Some people are destined to be with us for life. Others come only for a season, a specific learning experience. Recognizing this is wisdom, not coldness. Can also happen with your career. You may have studied for years to be in a profession, built an entire career path, and suddenly realize that it no longer satisfies you. Before it gave you purpose, now it feels empty. Your body may still go to work, but your spirit is no longer there. And do you know what that means? That something greater is calling you. A true vocation, a purpose more aligned with who you really are. The universe is preparing you for a change of course. And yes, that can be scary. It may seem irresponsible to leave the certain for the uncertain. But when the spiritual calling is this strong, ignoring it would be the real mistake. The secret here is not to resist this loss of interest. Don't force yourself to feel what you no longer feel. Don't feign enthusiasm that doesn't exist. Honor your feelings. Be grateful for what those things represented in your life, for the lessons they brought, and move on. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to let go. Because on the other side of this letting go, on the other side of this emptiness, lies the necessary space for something truly extraordinary to enter your life. Something that is much more aligned with your true purpose. Something that will make your heart vibrate again. But this time at a much higher and more authentic frequency. Sign 6. You feel a stronger connection with nature and the universe. Virgo, have you been feeling the urge to spend more time outdoors? To observe the starry sky? To walk barefoot on the grass? To listen to the sound of rain or birdsong? If so, this is a wonderful sign that your spiritual awareness is expanding. When something grand is about to happen, our soul seeks to reconnect with the source of all creation, and that source is in nature, in the cosmos, in the vital energy that pulsates in everything that exists. You may never have been the type to enjoy camping or hiking, but suddenly you feel a deep need to be in contact with natural elements. This is not a passing phase. It is your spirit recognizing that it needs to align with the purest and highest frequencies that exist. Nature possesses an ancient and powerful wisdom. It operates in perfect cycles. Day and night, the seasons, the full and new moon, planting and harvesting. Everything has its right time. And when you are going through an important transformation, when the universe is preparing something big for you, it's natural to feel drawn to nature because it teaches you exactly that. To trust the process, to respect the cycles, to understand that there is a time for everything. Virgos, being an earth sign, have a special connection with the natural elements. You intuitively understand that everything solid, real, and lasting comes from deep roots, from patient and constant growth, just like a tree. When you spend time in nature, whether in a park, on a beach, in the mountains, or even in your own backyard, something magical happens. Your worries diminish. Your mind stops spinning with repetitive and anxious thoughts. You can breathe more deeply. It's as if nature reminds you that you are part of something much bigger, that your individual problems, however large they may seem, are small in the face of the immensity of the universe. And this doesn't make you feel insignificant. On the contrary, it makes you feel connected, part of the whole, supported by the greater intelligence that governs all things. Beyond the physical realm, you may also be feeling a stronger connection to the cosmos. Perhaps you look at the night sky and feel a profound emotion. Maybe you find yourself thinking about the stars, the planets, the immensity of the universe. Or perhaps you have developed a sudden interest in spiritual matters, energies, astrology, the phases of the moon. All of this indicates that you are awakening to a greater understanding of life. You are realizing that there is much more beyond what we see with our physical eyes. That there is an invisible web of connections, synchronicities, and purposes that intertwines everything and everyone. This awakening to cosmic spirituality is extremely important for what is to come, because when something great happens in our lives, it's not just on the material plane. It's a complete transformation that includes mind, body, and spirit. And if you are not connected to your spiritual dimension, you may miss part of the experience or be unable to sustain the achievements that will come. The connection with nature and the universe gives you a foundation, gives you roots, gives you the strength to navigate changes without losing your balance. It's as if you were that tree I mentioned before, with deep roots in the earth and branches that reach the sky. This connection also brings you important messages. Pay attention to the animals that appear in your path. Each animal has a spiritual meaning. A butterfly can represent transformation. A bird can bring messages of freedom. A cat can indicate mysteries being revealed. Nature speaks its own language, and when you are spiritually awakened, you can understand it. Also observe the weather changes that occur when you are thinking about something important. A sudden rain can be energetic cleansing. A ray of sunshine piercing the clouds can be divine confirmation. A strong wind can be a sign of changes coming. Take advantage of this moment of deep connection. Make it a habit to spend at least a few minutes a day in contact with nature, even if it's just sitting near a plant or looking out the window at the sky. Breathe consciously, feeling the air entering and leaving your lungs. Put your bare feet on the ground whenever possible, literally rooting yourself in the earth. Observe the sunrise or sunset. Give thanks for the day that has passed or the day that is beginning. These small rituals strengthen your spiritual connection and keep you aligned with the universal forces that are working in your favor. The more connected you are with nature and the cosmos, the clearer the path you need to follow will become, and the more prepared you will be to receive the greatness that is coming.